I saved 2 spots all night.
Cost you money too.
No, I know. Tina roped off 2 spots for the entire night at the bar. And I kept saying, they were like, are they coming? Are you sure? I'm like, yeah, no, they're on the way.
Will Smith in the living room.
Yeah. I was like, why don't you love me, man? Some other people come in. There was another group came in, and they were like, because most everybody was there watching the draft. It was a great time. Another group come in. They was like, can we get the hockey game? The Rangers game? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, actually, Nick Valvano's coming up here to watch it. And they're like, no kidding. There was like a table, like 6 dudes. They're like, for real? I'm like, yeah. I've been watching. They're like, that's yeah.
Nick Valvano would be
there. And then they're like, they're there for about 45 minutes. They're like, is Nick coming up? I'm like, yeah, dude, he on the way. He never showed up.
He never showed up at all.
No.
What did he say when he called?
He texted me, which I didn't get while I was.
He didn't even call.
No, he texts me and he says, Janet ain't feeling so hot, so she's not coming. I'm 50-50. I might stay home for brownie points. Did the Rangers lose? Yes! Who are they playing? Let's go! New Jersey! New Jersey! That's my squad. Mark Blankenbaker, don't you text me. Don't you text me during the show. Don't you text me with your dirt. Don't put your dirty little text on my phone. I'm gonna wear Kentucky gear. I don't even want to see your name pop up on my phone. I'm gonna change his name in my phone. Can't do that. You can't do that. I'm not gonna let him. I'm not gonna let him do it. I'm not gonna let him do it. I'm not letting him do it. I'm not letting Mark do this.
What is he trying to do? I need details.
I know he's mad at Haley, and I'm perfectly fine with that, okay? He's lay off KM, but he's perfectly fine with him being mad at Haley. I'm not over my dead body. Will I let Mark Blankenbaker? He's emotional, and I like Mark, and I'm not letting him do it. Over my dead body, is he going to wear Kentucky gear and get that picture out there? I'm not letting it happen.
Has he threatened to do that?
Yes. He said he's going to wear Kentucky gear to a game.
Did he lose a bet?
And listen, and I know, here's the thing. This is one of those where Mark and I might not always agree, and I'm fine with that. But at the end of the day, I know he's a card, and I'm a card. And that's something we always, at the end of the day, can return to. I'm not letting him do it. He's going to have to drag me through Lexington with me holding on to his leg. And no! Mark! No! It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to let it happen. You can still get out of this.
Until you do.
You can still get out of this.
You do that.
What's the worst that's going to happen? Andy's going to say, oh, Mark backed out. You still get out of this, Mark. Don't give in. Actually, if you don't give in, we'll wear neutral colors and we can go root against Haley Van Lith. That's fine with me. Not letting him do it. Well, no, because I get his aggravation with Haley. I understand it. I mean, we all learned yesterday Nike still runs the world, but as she was in her Nike socks and Nike gear, and it's like, yeah, it's Nike, baby. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna fight this.
You can't do that right.
No, we're not gonna let him do it. I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna fight.
Yeah, I mean, in the world of memes,
I know.
there's no coming back from that.
Oh,
Does he feel bad for Will Levis? That's the point.
do you feel bad for Will Levis?
You know I feel bad for Will Levis, Steve.
I
Do
don't.
you feel bad for Will Levis?
I don't really.
I'm listening. Nikki, how do you feel about Will Levis? Go ahead and give me that content thing. That content. I can handle that.
Let me be clear though. I am not speaking or listening to Todd McShay sound about Will Levis before I talk about Lamar Jackson.
No, I don't want any Tom McShay sound at all.
This is 93.9 The Ville.
No, I don't want any Lamar sound.
And
I want to open up this phone line because Steve is right.
Yeah, and I want to give Marcus his time too in the second hour to really dive into Lamar Jackson. But I do not want to do anything about Will Levis before I get Lamar Jackson and his record-breaking deal and give this man who stood behind what he believed, who did everything.
Okay, stop there for a second, Steve.
Okay.
I want you to, because you and I know you have a Cowboys thing, right? Sometimes I want to just get out of your way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's a delicate, you being a hardcore NFL Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
You know, and a Cardinal fan. And I usually have open allegiance, and I usually have just, you know, individuals that I support, whatever. When you start right there, stood by his beliefs.
Yeah.
How difficult was that? How difficult has that been in your estimation for Lamar Jackson?
Well, you know, I don't know if it's been difficult for Lamar Jackson because I'll tell you what.
The look.
Let me pull back the curtain here, and I'll keep it Louisville centric. It has blown me away in some of the conversations we've been able to have with the basketball staff. Like, I've literally been like a couple times like, how are you so calm? It's like, you know, and I don't even want to go down that route. But it is, I don't know that Lamar cared. Whereas we think, oh man, it probably was.
Everybody around him did.
But I think Lamar just was like, listen, I don't care. I
don't know.
I mean, look.
But I know what you're saying.
This is how I'm going to do it. I've dug in.
But you had to dig in
before,
like
I've
long
dug
ago.
in. I'm going to do it this way.
Or do you say he survived some storms before and he's gotten tougher skin because of what he survived?
Yeah, and here's the thing. He didn't just get a deal. He got the biggest deal ever. You know, and I understand that it'll be within 12 months, there'll be another biggest deal ever. That's how the NFL works. But the conversation was, Lamar, just get your agent, get an agent, take a deal. Take a deal. Just get an agent, take a deal. No.
Take less because you don't want the agent thing.
No. I know what I'm worth.
This is your mic sounds like it's not on. Nikki, can you? Oh, no. That's my fault. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Keep going.
I'm gonna go this route, and again, this is what I'm saying. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm not gonna just sign a deal. I'm gonna sign the biggest deal ever. $52 million a year for Lamar Jackson. That man today deserves. Listen, if you were, because this is one where I'm like, I don't like to do this a lot of times, but if you were like, well, he should have did it this way, he should have did this, you're wrong. You just got to admit you're wrong today. Lamar did it the way Lamar did it, and Lamar did it and got the biggest deal of all time.
How do his teammates? Do they embrace him more, like the league? What do you think his impression around the league is?
I don't think the teammates and the players, I think they had his back. I mean, you saw multiple players kind of coming out like, hey, something ain't right.
Yeah.
Here.
Do you think he's even more respected around the league?
And like his teammates, there were multiple quotes from Ravens during this time. They were like, they need to get this deal done.
Other teams too.
Yeah. Well, other teams were like, come play for us. But I think other teams, players, but at the end of the day, they were like, no matter where he plays, he should get his money. And now the Ravens, I mean, not only that, but they have signed Lamar. Lamar is absolutely in the middle of all this. He's tweeting last night, like, more good news coming. They got Zay Flowers last night. Still a lot of smoke around them signing DeAndre Hopkins. Of course, now I will say, if you're mad that you were wrong, and this is the natural beast of sports, if you're mad that you were wrong about Lamar and he got the money, be ready for well, now he's got all the help. He better win it all this year or he's not worth his money.
Is DeAndre Hopkins like LeBron getting Shaq?
I think that's OBJ, right?
Yeah, but yeah.
OBJ is kind of, I don't want to claim damaged goods because I don't think that, but he's coming off a couple ACLs.
Yeah, but
Hopkins is still really good.
But in hindsight, why didn't Hopkins have any numbers this last year? But when
he was injured a couple.
But when they do the LeBron thing, they're like,
win a ring.
He
for
had
the king.
Shaq. Look, he had Shaq.
Yeah,
you're
like okay.
Shaq was 38.
But I will say this to fight myself back with that. You get Hopkins. If they get Hopkins, they got OBJ. I mean, you do guys say Flowers and my man from Minnesota. Gonna kill me.
Like JSL or something like that. No.
I still don't want to talk to you.
That's fair.
It was just give me a day and I'll get over it. I didn't hold 2 chairs for you, by the way, but I would have kicked you.
Oh, I know. That was bad servering if you did. Proud of you.
I'm such a better bartender. It's not even close, actually. That's really why I wanted him to come, because I wanted him to see me in action.
Right in the beginning.
I wanted him to bring Jeanette's 2 eyes right there and let her watch me do circles around him. She'd be like,
I feel like Bane, dude. It's like, you think hops are your ally.
I
was born in the hops.
Rashad Bateman.
Oh, I thought you meant,
Thank you, Texter. That wasn't mine.
Yeah, now they're going to start rolling in. Somebody said it wasn't an injury, it was steroids. Yeah, Hopkins is taking steroids. Here.
Is that what
Somebody said?
Did he get suspended or something?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Okay. So what?
Right.
Cares about his body. It's better. But yeah, I mean, no, he's getting it together. But yeah, no, listen, I don't have to go. I know you've got a lot of Lamar in the second hour that you want to get to.
Yeah.
And I know we chatted before.
And it's complicated. Like I said, it's layers, it's complicated.
Yeah.
It's perspective.
But I want to, it needs to be laid down the seriousness of what Lamar Jackson accomplished. It's just incredible. Because when you saw it come out yesterday and it was like, okay, the deal's coming through. It's like, okay, awesome. It's a good deal. Okay, awesome. No, it's the biggest deal ever. The highest paid NFL player ever.
I'll tell you what, I will be looking for, and this is, like I said, this will be the one thing I'll add to this. This is not to poo-poo the conversation. I will be looking, the moment the details come out, I will be looking for that clause, right? Because that'll probably be the next thing you say. Oh, well, an agent wouldn't have had that clause in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yes, it would have, but I will be looking for the details of the clauses. What's going to be that conduct detrimental?
Yeah.
So if anything, where's the pressure from the team going to come from? Like I said, I'm curious about that. But
well, I mean, and the team's going to. I mean.
Yeah.
The team's going to protect themselves,
right.
To an extent, like.
I am just kind of curious about finding that loophole, But again, I agree with you 100%. This is major, and give the flowers.
Before we go to breaks, I know when we come back, we'll probably talk about McKenzie and Baco and some of the things going on there. But
in 1 year, is that going to be Will Levis's girlfriend? You didn't see the girl?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was his girlfriend now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Same.
Oh, she's still gonna be his
Yeah.
girlfriend. I know. I saw that meme going around yesterday. It was like Russell Wilson's ex.
Oh no.
It was like when he got drafted, they were like, this girl thought her life was set. She's like,
Yeah. The look on that girl's
the
face.
best one was the girl who tried to hug on her, and the mom was
I know.
like, "Hey, get off here! You probably won't even be here in 3 months."
No, your boy taking his phone back.
CD
CD
Lamb.
Lamb.
Yeah.
That was false, though. I mean, that was like,
No, girl, crazy.
I just got drafted.
Don't try to get my phone.
The draft.
You thought I wasn't gonna take my phone because the camera's on.
another draft came and went, and the Eagles had the best draft, first round, which makes me want to throw up. I'm watching it. I'm at Buffalo Wild Wings in Middletown, and I'm working. I'm watching the draft. I'm like, boom, boom. I look up, and I'm like, Jalen Carter. How did y'all let that happen?
Did the Cowboys have a pick?
I mean, yeah, 26.
Uh,
I mean, they got a good pick. They got the D tackle out of Michigan, whatever. Like, that's fine, but it was 26 pick. The Eagles. First off, you're like, why are the Eagles picking
so
ninth?
many. Yeah. How did they finagle that?
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh my God, Jalen Carter's on the board. Like, you're like, no.
And it's always that the good teams that got high drafts, it looks like cheating.
I know.
when they get up top. Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine, God rest his soul, but being a fan back in the day when the Celtics took Len Bias, people were like, what? I mean, the Celtics
They're
are
already
good.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, like they were really
Like
good.
that's another 10. That's supposed to be another 10 years
Yeah.
of domination.
Like I said, I mean, tragedy. God rest his soul. But my gosh, if he plays, how long does that dynasty go? Like, good Lord. We may not even know who Michael Jordan is.
Right.
You know, like, yeah.
Or
they just never could overcome the Celtics. You know, you're like,
just keep dominant.
yeah.
Okay, let me do a couple of these rapid fires. What pick and texters, please feel free to jump in on this one. Nikki, please feel free to jump in on this one. We'll make it NFL centric.
Steve let me.
You can talk to me
As long as he don't talk.
Yeah, you can just talk straight to me.
Yeah, you can talk.
Okay, this is hot fire, rapid fire. Everyone, 3831 939 is the text line. So we'll try to read them off as quick as you can. Steve.
Yeah.
What draft pick has made you the happiest as a fan?
Oh, CD Lamb.
All time.
I think so. No, Des Bryant.
Okay.
Yep. When we traded up and I saw our name pop
Texters,
up.
what draft pick has made you the happiest all time?
Yep, Des Bryant. Because like the Zeke one was good, but I was like, I kind of knew that's what we were going to do. It's like you kind of hope he falls. You know, there's been some other good ones throughout the year, but Des Bryant, it was like, man, Des Bryant's still on the board. And then I remember I was watching with my cousin, and it was like, da-da-da, da-da-da. The Cowboys have traded up, and I was like, they're gonna take Des Bryant. Like, oh my God.
That's the happiest you've ever been as a Cowboy fan.
CD, the only reason I say CD is because
It was
that
such a smart pick.
Well, no, that one was heart racing. Because I was like,
Was he still gonna be on the
I
board?
can't believe, like, it was like 6 picks.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh my gosh. Oh God. You know what I actually started doing with that one? I got so nervous I started looking at the cheaters. The ones who put it out early.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I can't. I was like, I can't. You know, so I looked at the cheaters that put it out on Twitter. I'm like,
that kind of sucked.
yeah, I know.
I was with Jalen, and we were like 7 picks ahead in the draft, and I'm like, this is not cool.
I know. Yeah. I don't like doing that, but for that one, I did.
Nikki, you got a draft pick.
I do. Also, I have this thing.
Have a team.
If he didn't respond to your text,
Sauce
he's
cut.
not interested, especially if it's been a while. He's definitely not interested.
You remember when I made this?
What are you doing? Replying. Don't send that.
Send. Too late, man.
What did you write?
What is this?
I'm gonna put, don't press in, so you can think about what you're getting ready to press. Because here's the problem. When you press it, you can't take it back, man. It's out there. And if it's really good, one of those juicy ones, guess what? Da-da-da, we got it.
What's the number to 911?
Nikki just wanted
Has
Jam
nothing to do with
something.
anything we're talking about at all.
He just wanted to jam some sound in here.
Yeah, I mean, what?
It was the rapid fire mix I made a long time ago for a segment like this.
You should have prepared me for that, man.
My bad. I said I could play this.
And rapid, that was a misnomer by me saying rapid fire.
You asked me to make that a long time ago, and it was way too busy.
I made you to do that.
Yeah, you asked me.
I asked you to do that. I didn't make you. Yeah, right.
No, oh, I got to do that for you.
And it said Warren Sapp fall into the Bucks.
Nick. Okay,
At 12. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Nikki, who's yours? The draft pick that made you the happiest?
Doesn't even have a team.
I don't know. I mean, like, all right, they're like easy ones, but like, okay, the Colts taking Andrew Luck was cool.
The Colts taking Andrew Luck.
All right.
Noted Colts fan. Nick probably.
I grew up a Colts fan, Steve. I'm sorry I didn't come. I'll be there eventually. I'm sure you've heard that before. And then Sauce Gardner with the Jets. That was
Sauce Gardner.
Well, no, there's just been different energy ever since they got him.
pick.
Ever since they got him, man, that's like a good one. I'm not overthinking this, and quite honestly, I don't really follow the draft.
Vince Young.
Peyton Manning.
Vince Young.
I thought they should have took Ryan Lee.
Vince Young for me.
Ryan Leaf.
Like I was.
That's a good one.
I was a Titan for life.
Okay.
It was. Listen, Texas. Vince Young won me that money over Reggie.
Yeah.
When Vince Young won me that money, and the Titans got Vince Young, at that moment, Steve, you could never tell me my future was going to be any different other than the Tennessee Titans.
Listen, I will say this. There was a guy at the bar last night. He was a Falcons fan.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama shirt, Falcons fan. When they took Bijan Robinson, I mean, he was like, yes! Yes!
Like he was at the draft.
Yeah.
What are some of the texts?
Somebody said Ricky Waters.
Ricky Waters, okay.
Michael Vick.
Yeah, if you're a Falcons fan, I bet the Vic was just
Somebody
like
said Lamar for them. They were a Ravens fan before.
Oh, if you're a Ravens fan and you get Lamar, yes.
Justin Fields. I thought they were going to take Mac Jones.
Look, they just made that up.
Yeah, I know. Derrick Henry to the Titans. Joe Burrow. Somebody said Ray Lewis because I'm a defensive guy. Played linebacker.
Which one angered you the most?
Oh,
I want to say your boy. It turned out right.
Oh,
but
Leighton Vander
yeah,
Esch.
Vander Esch.
Because I was like, Calvin Ridley was on the board.
Right.
And they took Leighton Vander Esch.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, somebody's got to die.
Titans took this receiver out of UCLA, I think. I think it turned out being pretty good.
Yeah.
But when they took him, I was just like, okay, I fire everybody.
But I don't know, man. In the draft, I mean, that one made me mad.
And you have a lot of optimism in the draft, so I know it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard
like,
to pick a
even
worse
the pick
one.
you don't like. As soon as you hear it, you're like,
He might be all right.
I mean, we could,
yeah, because they're all
we can work around it.
Because
Yeah,
they're all good college players.
I know.
So yeah, there's a possibility.
One was when they took for me was when they took Martin and Sharif Floyd was still on the board, and that made me really mad. But of course, then Martin turns out to be one of the best linemen.
Which is the next question: what pick shut you up the most? Was it Vander Esch? All time shut you up the most?
Maybe just because how I reacted to it. You know, like the Cowboys have always
Texter,
drafted
what
fairly
pick
well.
shut you up the most? Made you feel like, okay, I don't know anything, and they got me.
Boy, can't wait for your next answer.
You're right. Saved by the bell.
What's your favorite NHL draft?
Is that what he was waiting on? He was waiting for me to ask to make this hockey centric.
It's like Martin Vandersloot
Hayden Hurst.
when he got traded by the Rangers to the Canucks.
Is there anybody that has
Dana.
Vandersloot.
Vanderpump?
Vanderplump. When the Canucks traded him to the Maple Leafs.
Dana, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Man, what's going on, fellas? Y'all were talking
2 fingers get me every time.
to you being kind of a Titans head. I know you remember this one. 95 when they got Steve McNair, and then came right back in 96 and got Eddie George.
That
good one.
back to back had you the most hype.
Yeah,
Good one.
yeah. that was a good 2 years right there. You basically got two building blocks of the franchise right there. So yeah, that's it for me.
But they were still Oilers then, right?
Yeah, but ultimately,
Yeah.
you know where it all led to. But yeah, that was it for me.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely.
Good call. Yeah, I appreciate that call. I tell you what, if there's any other ones, we'll take a quick commercial break. 939 The Ville.
Boost by Kroger Plus is more than worth it. For $59 per year, you get free delivery in refrigerated trucks and 2 times fuel points that can help you save big. Try Boost by Kroger Plus free for 30 days and start saving more. You'll have less worries and more rewards. So what are you waiting for? Join now. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Eligible for free grocery delivery on orders over $35. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Go visit Louisville's ultimate source for everything gooey and delicious. Melt 502, located at the heart of Fern Creek right behind the Moby Dick at 6318 Bardstown Road. Serving the best gourmet melts and sandwiches, handcrafted egg rolls, crispy wings, fried fish, delicious dessert egg rolls, and more. Melt 502, located in the heart of Fern Creek. Dine in or order online at melt502.com. Revolutionizing the way people eat and enjoy sandwiches. Melt502.com.
With interest rates and gas prices creating so much uncertainty, there's one thing that you know you can rely on, and that's the roof over your home. At Carlin Roofing and Sheet Metal, they understand that now might be the time for you to look at that roof and decide to get that work done that you've been putting off. Carlin replaced my roof a few years ago, and I can speak firsthand to the quality and efficiency of their work. Carlin Roofing and Sheet Metal also has financing options. Look them up online at carlinroofs.com. That's CARLON roofs.com or 458-9898.
Louder Than Life, September 21st through the 24th in Louisville with Foo Fighters, Green Day, Tool, Avenged Sevenfold, Godsmack, Limp Bizkit, Pantera, Queens of the Stone Age, Weezer, Megadeth, Turnstile, and many more. Passes on sale now as low as $10 down at louderthanlifefestival.com.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Are you looking for a new job? We want to help. Let ESPN Louisville connect you with companies who are hiring right now. Go to the Contact Us page at espnlouisville.com and search the Job Connections tab. Great companies in Louisville need you and are offering strong compensation and benefit packages. The ESPN Louisville Job Connections program will help connect you with your next job or next career. Go to the Contact Us page at espnlouisville.com and search the Job Connections tab.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I got your script.
Here we go.
Hey guys, Dr. Tisdale here. Want a possum experience for your pet? Come see me, meow. Nick, the script sucks.
I'm telling you, Doc, puns.
No.
Trust me.
No.
Yes.
No.
Fine.
How about I just say, hey guys, you love your pet and I do too. So come to Tisdale Animal Hospital. Call 502-384-3260 or request an appointment online at tisdaleanimalhospital.com.
Solid.
I can offer listeners a free first exam and a complimentary 1-month supply of flea and tick prevention.
Nice. Hate being itchy.
Also, we are one of the only veterinary hospitals in Louisville with a state-of-the-art in-house cytology machine, allowing us to test any lump or bump and get results in 2 hours or less.
Ooh. Ooh, science.
Open 7 days a week, right off the Snyder in the Chamberlain Point Shopping Center.
Okay, that was better.
Told ya, Tisdale Animal Hospital.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Z-Trip. Z-Trip is the new face of taxi in Louisville. With Z-Trip, you can book a ride fast using our app online at ztrip.com or just call 24/7. Z-Trip never has surge pricing, and you can even pay cash or credit.
I use the Z-Trip app because it allows me to book in advance, and I know that all of their drivers have had a background check. Safety is important to me.
Download the free Z-Trip app and use promo code LOVEZTrip for $10 off your first ride.
Z-Trip. Hey, do you have someone in the sports world that you think deserves a shout out for their accomplishment? Then email the brag line and we'll brag on them for you. Just email us a brief description to brag@espnlouisville.com, and at 9:30 on Friday, we will read some of them off. The brag line is brought to you by the Gomez Insurance Agency. Get a quote from them today. That's Gomez with an S insuranceagency.com. And don't forget to email us your brag at brag@espnlouisville.com.
And then a little bit of fun.
Yes, man. It's okay. Shout out Jack Harlow.
Shout out. Jack
Album
Harlow.
dropped today. It's good too. Got
And,
Peyton Siva and Montrezl Harrell. Little shout outs.
In honor, I posted my new profile picture.
That's awesome. I love that.
No, I literally retweeted it. It was like, I can die now. I'll never see anything better than this.
Nice update.
I might actually get that blown up on a canvas and put it in here somewhere, because I'm gonna paint the studio soon.
That would be
So,
hilarious.
I did get a I did get a inquiry about possibly having a studio paint.
I want to. I mean, we got to ask if we can. I don't know what we can and can't do anymore, but
forgiveness, not permission.
Yeah, it's ugly. We do great work.
It's ugly in here.
And it's in the drive.
We should be
Middays with Mark Smaven. We should Sports Live.
We should have something that's more inspiring.
Yeah, like we dominated in here. Like,
speaking of dominating, we're top 5 right now.
Yeah, McKenzie and Baco yesterday.
What happened?
It comes out. You're going to get 4 visits out of him. St. John's this weekend, Kansas, Indiana, and Louisville.
Are we going to be last?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's the order. I think that's probably. I would imagine Louisville's going to try to bring him in next weekend for Derby weekend. Because Wes and all them come to Derby. So just, I think Derby weekend would be a nice.
But what if he's burnt out by the time?
Something tells me he'll lighten back up. Bring him in Derby weekend.
What's the weather going to be like?
I don't care. He's from New Jersey. It's not like he's from the Caribbean.
That's not funny, Steve. He's New Jersey.
It's like, okay.
Like, I don't really even know what the New Jersey weather is.
I mean, I'm not knocking New Jersey. I'm just like, but I mean, it's not like it's the greatest weather on planet Earth.
It's not from Turks and Caicos.
yeah. No, get him in. I mean, I imagine you'll probably try to get him in on Derby around Derby time or something. Sure, we'll have some nice guests in, celebrity guests. Be bad in that area.
Okay, so
somebody say he's going to IU next weekend,
but
it's Derby weekend. But I mean, that's what I say. I don't know if he. I mean, I imagine you'll try to get him in around that time. Would be nice.
But here's the big picture.
We don't have to be on Derby day.
Are you telling me we're going to have to win a recruiting battle with Rick Pitino and who else?
Bill Self,
and
Mike Woodson.
And Mike, what you think we can out recruit?
Heavy hitters, man. Heavy hitters.
25% chance.
Dexter says,
what would you put the percentages at? 25%?
Somebody said he's visiting May 5th and 6th to IU. So that'd be next weekend. So, yeah, I'm just saying around that time.
They got to pin you down, Steve.
Yeah.
I got to pin you down.
I mean, yeah, he might not be at Oaks and Derby. I don't know.
I have to pin you down to wins.
Yeah.
And if we miss on him, I have to back you so far into a corner that failure is the only option.
Oh, listen. If you don't like Kenny Payne, no, I'm not even going to say that. I'm not even going to say it, 'cause then I'm playing right into their hands.
They're hunting for panic.
But, I mean, hey, listen, okay, let me say it like this. Maybe it's a nicer way to say it. I think it would instill, if a top 5 class already does not give you confidence, I think him beating out Rick Pitino, Bill Self, Mike Woodson for a top 10 kid in the country would probably instill some confidence. Would you agree?
A cherry on top.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a nice move you up to the number 2 class in America, according to 247. I mean, that would be a nice addition and a nice group that you beat out. So
why so many Adidas schools, Steve?
It is kind of, I did notice that. He played for the Scholars. Interesting.
I'm tired of him. He's a rebel.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have a deal.
Yeah, he's above that.
The nightmare would be in the next week or so. It's like McKenzie has a deal with whatever that what is the
the new
deal. New Drake thing.
What's the new deal? The new Nike gear that
not Donda. I
no,
want to call
it's
it
not
Donda.
It's
God,
but it's O. It has mocha. What is it? Not mocha. It has an O in it.
It's a weird name. It's kind of a goofy name.
What's the new Nike ran.
It's what Dillingham and DJ Wagner
Once we saw
signed
DJ
up
Wagner
with.
sign up with it, we were like, okay.
It's
confirmation that it's over. What is it? Oh,
that's gonna drive me nuts. I'll find it.
People, what's the new Nike stuff that DJ Wagner started endorsing? Somebody text us 3831-93.9. Please, it's difficult for us to continue.
Yeah, it's just a weird, goofy name. They and that's what I was saying yesterday.
Nocta.
Yes.
Thank you.
Golly.
Okay, so who's the biggest threat, Steve? The pros. The pros or one of the other schools?
Kansas always worries. Kansas worries.
Still ain't got in trouble.
Yeah.
Kansas got to do a silent suspension of Bill Self.
Yeah, Kansas always makes me nervous.
When they're sniffing around, they operate with diplomatic immunity.
Yes,
they're the only Adidas school that they got away with. They had Snoop Dogg making it rain on Money Machine.
I know. And what did they call them? Like they called them acrobatic dancers,
acrobatic entertainers.
Yeah. Like what? What
he had giant dancing blunts.
Yeah, I know. Like money guns, dude.
How did you get away with
shooting ones out of the money guns
on their exotic entertainers?
What are we doing here?
Acrobatic
entertainers. It's like, okay.
Oh God.
Yeah. But anyway, so I mean, we're gonna get a visit. I think the relationship that this staff has with Mbako's family, I can't fathom him. Look, if he don't come here, it's one thing, but I can't fathom him going somewhere else, committing somewhere else, and not visiting.
Right.
Louisville.
Right.
Yeah. So,
so yeah, like I said, next hour definitely gonna kind of unravel the Lamar Jackson conversation. There's a positional thing that I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna give up one fight, Steve. I'm gonna give up one fight and I'm gonna take up another in the next hour. I know I'm at that point, Steve. I did some revisionist history.
Okay.
And I'm gonna.
Can you do a piece of read real fast?
I'm gonna take some people to task. Do you have one, or
I do not?
Is that a Nikki? Nikki can.
But we can give a shout out.
We always got to give the shout out around this time.
Yeah, we will absolutely.
And Nikki gets the opportunity to get a shout out, and then he says, "I don't want to do it. Let you guys do it."
I'm trying to find it. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, why don't you let me do anything?
Bill Baker refuses to send the reads.
Yeah, he just assumes that everybody.
No, he just refuses.
Or he'll just go, oh, I just sent it last week.
Yeah, I thought you just go back through your thing. He's a jerk.
Pizza Day! Thanks to Jordan Baranos team for bringing lunch to the ESPN Louisville Studios. Baranos has you covered for the big games this weekend.
You read it like you actually like Baranos Pizza.
We love Baranos Pizza.
I do love me some Baranos Pizza.
Thanks, Jordan Baranos Pizza, for bringing my lunch to the ESPN Louisville Studios.
Pizza Day! They're your spot before and after events or concerts at the KFC Yum Center, celebrating 45 years of Louisville-style pizza, carry-out, delivery, dine-in, 14 area locations. That's one of my lucky numbers. In Metro Louisville and Southern Indiana. They got the Hoosiers covered as well. Yes, it's that good. Or actually, the copy is, it's that good. So.
That good. And it's so much better than that crap New York pizza.
Baranos Pizza. Pizza Day!
Like paper with tomatoes.
Baranos Pizza.
Fold
yeah, it's that good.
Folds their pizza.
Grease coming down the aisle.
Steve is a man.
Yes, that we have cleared up.
Of many duties.
Am I allowed to do that?
When is next time, Steve? Sunday?
Sunday night, yeah.
Sunday night.
Be back. Doing my thing up there.
Rolling along, 939 DeVille.
Go Rangers.